Welcome back, my YouTube friends and family. This is Lindsay, and I am back with more daily work from home job leads for you. We have several different data entry or data processing type jobs in this video. We even have one that pays up to $25 an hour. Of course, I've got some other jobs mixed in here too, a mixed bag, hopefully something a little bit for everyone. As always, if you're looking for any additional information or links to get to any of these pages that I share, all that information can be found in the YouTube description box below this video. The YouTube description box is generally below the video, but depending on if you're on a computer versus a mobile device, it might be located somewhere a little bit different for you. And I always just ask that if you enjoy anything that I share, let me know. Give me that direct feedback by giving this video a thumbs up like button or leaving something in the comments. But without wasting any more time, first up we have the company Shutterfly hiring. Now, Shutterfly is associated with Lifetouch. Like when you think of School Picture Day, Lifetouch Pictures, they have 1,200 reviews on Glassdoor, an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.1 out of 5 stars. They're looking for an account specialist for their preschool division. Now, this is going to be remote for the United States. All the jobs that I'm sharing are remote for the United States. And so Lifetouch, which is again part of the Shutterfly family of brands, they are looking for somebody to provide customer service to the assigned preschool accounts, maintaining information in their Salesforce database for different photography events that these preschools are booking for, like Picture Day. So you're really going to be working with the schools, the photographers, and the sales partners to coordinate the scheduling of those picture days for these different schools. You'll organize the information by maintaining the computer databases, calendars, and filing systems. You'll communicate with the different partners in regarding to the completion of the jobs. And you'll manage the account touch points using Salesforce system or other tools like picking up the phone, making outbound phone calls, or email interactions, just making sure that all of the school's picture days are scheduled and once completed that everything went smoothly. Now, they're looking for somebody who's at least 18 years or older, has a high school diploma or GED. No college degree is required. It's preferred, but it's not required. As long as you have great customer service skills, can be a problem solver, and you have great computer skills. Now, just a little reminder, I don't work for any of these companies, so if pay or actual hours of work are not listed in the job description, I don't have any additional information out of what is listed in the job postings, but I do my best when I can to do some research and try to gather as much information about these jobs as I can. So Shutterfly did not list the actual pay for this position. That will need to be discussed with them at the time of the interview, but just to give you a little bit of an estimate, 6 different people have worked as an account specialist for Shutterfly in the past and have given Glassdoor their salary. Salary ranges anywhere from $47,000 a year up to $76,000 a year. Now, moving right along, next up we have Bounteous hiring. Bounteous has 391 reviews on Glassdoor, an overall employee satisfaction rating coming in at 3.8 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a social media community specialist. Now, this is going to be like a contract 1099 freelance type position. And they provide social media services to different brands to help build brand love. So you will be working with different clients, contributing and learning from a team of social media experts. You're going to participate in managing those online social media communities, sharing best practices and monitoring all those channels, just making sure that everything is on the up and up. You will copyright, so you'll have to write and post creative responses to the comments on these social media posts. So you're basically responding to these social media comments in the brand's voice and tone. So when you're working on one client, you'll have to answer a certain way, and then you're working with a different client, you'll have to answer a different way. You're going to moderate and flag comments on these social media pages that might put the brand at risk or speak to a community challenge or crisis. So if people are basically bad-mouthing the brand, you're going to kind of flag those, moderate those, keep everything civil and PG. So you're just implementing, tracking, and reporting on the performance of these social media pages. You'll also have to schedule posts from the social media content calendar into the management tool so that those social media posts get posted on time, but it doesn't actually say that you're going to be creating the actual content for the post itself. Now, they do want somebody who has 2 years of social media experience, of course, great communication and grammar skills because you're doing a whole lot of writing responding to these comments, somebody who can work with social media management tools, and somebody who has experience with reporting and social media metrics. Now, sadly, this is one that did not list the pay, and I could not find an estimate. Pay will need to be discussed with them at the time of the interview. But one that does list pay is cruise.com. Now, one thing to quickly note about cruise.com, they only have 18 reviews from past and current employees. So I always urge you to do your own research on any companies before giving them your personal information. Out of those 18 reviews, though, they have a 3.1 out of 5-star rating. They are looking for a data entry clerk. They are looking for somebody to maintain their database by entering new and updating old customer information. So you'll update existing information and data. You're going to be entering customer and account data from your source documents within time limits, just reviewing and entering data updates into the system. You might have to do general clerical duties like faxing, mailing, or filing. Most of the time, this is probably going to be faxing or probably emailing, and faxing is done like electronically through eFax these days. You're going to organize just all the information, scanning documents into the system, making sure all the data and documents for their customer files are just up to date. Now, they only require a high school diploma or GED. No college degree is needed. You do have to have great organizational skills, somebody who knows how to work different spreadsheets like Excel, somebody who can type fast, you have great data entry speed and accuracy, and you can just be familiar with all kinds of computer systems and how to work them. Now, pay for this one is $15 an hour. If you're looking for data entry that pays a little bit more, though, next up we have SchoolStatus hiring. SchoolStatus, again, only has 27 reviews, but they have quite a high employee satisfaction rating out of those reviews at 4.1 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a processor to process their data and documents. Now, real quickly before we get into this job, I do want to note when you click the link that is provided, if you're interested in putting an application in for this job, it will, if you give it a minute to load, pop you down to the open position. But if for some reason the page loads and it kind of looks like this, the job is actually posted halfway down the page. So you got to scroll through all this until you see current job openings, and then it will say processor. But they are basically looking for somebody to code and enter their source documents into their designated computer database. You'll maintain and update the data using their internal tracking system, just providing support for ongoing organizing, analyzing, or reviewing and summarizing this documentation and data. So you'll manage their filing systems, making sure the documents are scanned and digitalized into the computer system as needed. And you'll assist with prepping salary data and entry for printing claims when needed. Now, as always, they prefer a degree, but it's not required. Only a high school diploma or GED is required with great attention to detail. They do want somebody who has experience in either claims processing or data entry, somebody who can work on computers, specifically those Microsoft Office systems or the Google systems that are equivalent to those Microsoft Office systems. You do need to know how to perform basic math calculations, though, and be a multitasker. Pay for this position is anywhere from $18 an hour up to $25 an hour. Now, this next position is going to be a part-time data position. We have CAS Information Systems. They have 213 reviews on Glassdoor with an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.8 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a part-time remote data analyst associate. This means you're just going to create various reports, monitor and facilitate any company communication with those reports. So you're basically creating weekly reports that will monitor address and new account number changes for their customers. You're going to initiate these account changes associated with new like post office boxes or new addresses. The customers update their address or the vendors update their address. You'll contact these vendors to request that the addresses are updated with the appropriate post office box. So you might have to pick up the phone and make an outbound phone call or email them to make sure you can communicate with them to get this information if you need updated address information. So you're just creating summary reports of basically the customer's physical mailing addresses and their account numbers. Now, this only requires a high school diploma or GED and 6 months of some kind of customer service experience. They do prefer somebody who has transaction processing experience. Other than that, you've got to have analytical skills, be able to work with reporting, great organizational skills, and great communication skills. Now, sadly, again, this is another one that did not list pay. That'll need to be discussed with them at the time of the interview. And of course, last but not least, if you are into the finance field and you want to do a little bit of a processing, Foundation Finance has 28 reviews on Glassdoor with an overall employee satisfaction rating of 4.2 out of 5 stars. They are hiring a credit processor. Now, one thing I do want to point out about this job right quick is this location is their actual physical office location. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the job listing, it does say remote work, and it says that you have to live in one of the following states. There's quite a few states that are listed, so I'm not going to read them all out for everyone's time's sake, but just know they do have state limitations for this one. But they are looking for somebody to maintain relationships with their dealers through processing their credit applications, answering questions about those applications, and just providing strong customer service. So you're going to enter new loan applications that are come in by phone, fax, or email and prepare those applications for the underwriter to review. You'll pull property reports or other documents that the underwriter is going to need to attach to the application. So you're just assisting with all the administrative tasks that's needed for loans to get to the underwriter and be reviewed to either be approved or denied. So you'll have to make some phone calls verifying information and answering different things like that. You'll also have to take payments and process customer payments over the phone. Now, they only require high school diploma or GED and 3 months of related experience or training. So they'll take like an equivalent of education and experience. They really don't require 3 months, a lot of experience in anything. As long as you have the ability to read and interpret documents, you have some common sense to understand and carry out detailed written or oral instructions. So basically, you can just follow the instructions that you're given. And of course, you need to just know how to work with computer systems like basic software applications. Pay is anywhere from $17.50 an hour, to $18 an hour. All right, if you've made it to the end of this video, I owe you a huge thank you so much for watching and supporting me. As always, feel free to leave in the comments anything specific that you're looking for. Always read those and try to keep that in mind when I'm searching for job leads to share. Don't forget, if you enjoyed anything, give this video a thumbs up, like button, share with all your friends and family, and of course, I'll be back really soon with more work from home job leads just for you.